Okay, I don't even know how to put this in relatable terms. This has been one fucking bizarre week for me. I saw myself, okay? No, it wasn't like a reflection or anything, but I saw a dust figure of myself. So I think I've got this one figured out, but this doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess there's a possibility that this is all just still a sleep thing. I haven't slept properly in, well, it feels a long time. I think I got 2 hours last night, maybe 3 the night before. Not enough is what I'm saying. You know, like, not to the point where I'm cracking up. Maybe I am, who knows. I'm probably rambling, but, like, you have to understand that I haven't been getting much sleep, yeah? So, yeah, back to the point. I saw me. How do I know it was me? Well, I already mentioned how these dust figures were taking the shape of things near me. My dog, I suspect my coworker. Well, I tried to narrow these down to determine a pattern. I have a suspicion, which I'll admit I didn't come up on my own. I've had a friend who has been very helpful. So there's some tasks at the hotel that are only performed by me, the night auditor. Yes, there's a relief auditor, but I know for a fact this guy doesn't do this job because, well, he just doesn't. There's a closet in the manager's office. At the bottom of this closet, on the ground, is a large cardboard box full of all the audit packs. What I do, what really you're supposed to be doing, but he doesn't, is put the audit pack in the box rather than just leaving it on the manager's desk. So yesterday morning, I go to put the audit pack in the box like I always do, and just as the lights kick on, there I am, rather, the dust version of me, sitting down on my knees like I always do, dust fingers in the box. If it were just somebody standing up, I would say it could be anything else, but there's no reason for anybody else to sit like that. Even the manager, when she pulls out the audit packs to review, so at the end of the month, and takes the entire box out with a hand truck before rifling through it. I told my friend about this new discovery. He told me to get some sleep. When I pressed the point, he said he'd look into it for me. He's a real connoisseur of the supernatural. That's why I always ask for his advice, and have been right up until now. He keeps pushing back, saying it's probably just sleep deprivation, but mentions some other things it might be. With this latest discovery, as well as the dust figure version of my dog, he came back to me not with ghosts, but with theoretical physics. He asked me if I'd heard of parallel universes. I told him I had. Obviously. I mean, it's science fiction 101. He told me to shut up and actually listen to him instead of some cheap movies. Did I mention he's an arrogant bastard? Anyways, he proceeded to give me a 30-minute lecture via Facebook Messenger about how it all works. The biggest point he kept stressing was the idea that a new universe is created each time we make a choice. Here's where things get weird. He told me that some actions we perform become so routine that we don't really consider the other choices, even though they theoretically exist. He said that while it's possible that these could result in branching paths, more often than not we'd see amongst parallel universes things that are very close together with the same sorts of patterns that we repeat. Fascinating, I thought, but what does this have to do with me? Him. How often have you been seeing these things? About a week or so? Did anything happen last week, or maybe within the past 2 weeks that was noteworthy? This was an ambiguous question. I tried to think back, but I can't remember anything that I'd done that I would deem noteworthy. Why? Well, I can't explain the dog, or the one you saw on the tree. I don't have everything pieced together yet. But based on all your other sightings, I think the thing you've been seeing this entire time has been a parallel universe version of yourself. I've been chasing around the idea that some sort of horrible spectral abomination tormenting me this entire week, but even with that, this seemed a little too far-fetched for me. You're serious? You asked for my input. It seems possible. The only thing bugging me, I mean apart from the other two beings you saw, is why you're able to see them at all. Why are you only seeing them for a fraction of a second, and why are they manifesting in any form in our world? Good questions. He said he'd do a little more digging. I really wish that this could be the end of this update, but I have something else to tell you. And this just happened earlier today in my house. I was waking up from my nap, one of my 20-minute stints, when I saw a dust figure standing over me. And it didn't disappear right away. My eyes were open and fully adjusted, and I was able to make out its roughly human shape for a full 3 seconds before it vanished when I had to blink. Whatever the fuck is going on, it's getting worse.